In part 2 of this video series, we'll dive deeper into the evolution of liberty by exploring 3 remarkable civilizations and their groundbreaking contributions. From the Zhou dynasty of ancient China, we'll uncover the revolutionary concept of the mandate of heaven, which held rulers accountable to the people. In ancient Persia, we'll examine the profound teachings of Zoroastrianism, a philosophy that championed free will and individual moral responsibility in the cosmic battle between good and evil. Finally, we'll journey to ancient Greece, the cradle of democracy and philosophy, to explore their inspiring advances in self-governance and the enduring legacy of thinkers who championed individual autonomy. During the Zhou dynasty in China, around 1046 BCE, the concept of the mandate of heaven was introduced, creating one of the earliest frameworks for moral accountability in governance. This principle held that a ruler's legitimacy came not from birthright alone, but from their ability to govern justly and ensure the well-being of their people. The Zhou justified their overthrow of the Shang dynasty by claiming that the Shang rulers had lost the favor of heaven due to their tyranny and misrule. Similarly, natural disasters such as floods and famines were seen as signs that a ruler had lost the mandate, often sparking rebellion. While the mandate of heaven did not explicitly grant individual liberties in the modern sense, it marked a significant shift in the relationship between rulers and their subjects. It introduced the idea that rulers were accountable for the welfare of their people, creating a form of indirect empowerment for individuals by asserting that the legitimacy of power depended on justice and fairness. This principle influenced governance in China for centuries, shaping notions of responsibility and the rights of the governed. In ancient Persia, during the 6th century BCE, the religion of Zoroastrianism introduced a profound emphasis on personal responsibility and free will, offering one of the earliest frameworks for moral autonomy. Central to Zoroastrian belief was the duality of good and evil, represented by Ahura Mazda, the god of light and truth, and Angra Mainyu, the spirit of chaos and darkness. Followers were encouraged to actively choose good over evil, with the understanding that their individual choices contributed to the moral balance of the world. This focus on free will introduced the concept of personal accountability, where individuals were seen as responsible for their ethical decisions. Cyrus the Great, a devout Zoroastrian and founder of the Achaemenid Empire, embodied these principles through policies of tolerance and justice, as exemplified by the Cyrus Cylinder, which allowed conquered peoples like the Jews to return to their homeland and practice their religion freely. Zoroastrianism's emphasis on justice extended to governance, where rulers were held accountable to Ahura Mazda for their actions and expected to uphold the principles of truth and order, Asha. Community rituals and fire temples reinforced these values, emphasizing individual participation in the cosmic struggle between good and evil. Furthermore, Zoroastrianism influenced later religious traditions, such as Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, embedding the ideas of moral accountability and personal responsibility into their doctrines. By highlighting individual dignity and the importance of ethical decision-making, Zoroastrianism laid the foundation for enduring ideas of liberty and moral independence. In ancient Greece, particularly in 5th century BCE Athens, the development of democracy marked one of the earliest examples of political rights and individual freedoms within a structured society. Athenian democracy granted male citizens the right to vote, hold public office, and participate in debates, embodying the ideal of self-governance. This system emphasized isonomia, equality under the law, and parrhesia, freedom of speech, creating a society where individuals could actively influence decisions that shape their lives and community. The ecclesia, or assembly, was the heart of Athenian democracy, where citizens gathered to debate and vote on key policies, such as war, taxation, and lawmaking. Specific examples include the debates over the Sicilian expedition during the Peloponnesian War, where citizens voted on whether to launch a large-scale military campaign. The decisions, while sometimes controversial, highlighted the collective responsibility of citizens in shaping the state's direction. Public officials in Athens were often selected by lot, a practice known as sortition, which ensured that governance was not dominated by a wealthy elite. The role of jurors in the Heliaia, the People's Court, further emphasized fairness and citizen participation, as trials were conducted with large juries of ordinary citizens. One notable example is the trial of Socrates, where a jury of 501 citizens decided his fate. While the outcome is often criticized, the trial exemplifies the participatory nature of Athenian justice and the accountability of even prominent figures within the legal system. Athens also implemented reforms to expand democratic practices, such as those introduced by Clisthenes in 508 BCE. Clisthenes reorganized the political structure into demas, local units, giving citizens across different regions a voice in governance. Pericles, another influential leader, expanded the role of democracy by implementing policies that allowed poorer citizens to participate in government by providing stipends for jurors and officials, reducing the financial barrier to political engagement. While Athenian democracy excluded women, slaves, and non-citizens, it laid the foundation for future ideas of liberty and participatory governance. The focus on political participation and individual autonomy gave male citizens a level of control over their lives that was revolutionary for its time. Athenian democracy's ideals of equality, free speech, and collective decision-making continue to inspire modern democratic systems. The assembly debates, jury trials, and innovative reforms remain enduring symbols of one of history's most significant milestones in the development of liberty. In part 3 of this video series, we'll explore the final 3 pillars in the evolution of liberties that have shaped our modern understanding of freedom. We'll begin with Roman law, delving into the groundbreaking contributions of jus civili and jus gentium, which established legal protections and inclusivity for individuals across diverse populations. Next, we'll examine the profound influence of Hebrew and Christian traditions, which emphasized the inherent dignity of every person and the enduring fight for freedom from oppression. Finally, we'll turn to one of history's most significant milestones, the Magna Carta of England, which curtailed the unchecked power of monarchs and laid the foundation for individual rights under the rule of law. Thank you so much for watching this video and being part of this journey. Your support means the world to me, and it helps keep this conversation about liberty and history alive. The discussion of liberty is vital because it shapes how we understand our rights, freedoms, and responsibilities in the world today. Until next time, stay curious, stay inspired, and as always, thank you for watching.